Hey everybody, this is Aaron. One of the most advantageous exercises you can perform on a daily basis is a Turkish Get Up. Some people have overlooked its benefits while others use it on a daily basis and reap its full benefits. The Turkish Get Up has many advantages. A lot of them deal with the movement, uh, correcting problems in form, problems in movement that can be identified very easily through the Turkish Get Up. And once they have been identified, you can use other exercises, other drills to address it. The Turkish Get Up is absolutely amazing. It can be a movement, mobility drill, as well as a pure strength drill. That's why I love it. It's taught me a lot about myself, my own movement patterns, and a lot of weaknesses and a lot of things that I needed to address as I was trying to learn the Turkish Get Up efficiently. So one of the best ways to learn the Turkish Get Up is to break it up into segments. There's certain parts of the Turkish Get Up that you can use on their own as drills, and you pattern those drills and you perfect those drills before you move on to the next part. There are also other parts of the Turkish Get Up that might be a little bit harder to perform, and it's honestly because of either A, you don't have the mobility or the movement pattern needed to accomplish it, and B, you're just not strong enough yet to accomplish that. So we'll always like to start with the naked get up or the weightless get up. You can either just use your hand in the air or a shoe, balance a shoe. The only problem with that is you don't really get the full load. Even if you're balancing a shoe, your arm can be way out in front of you. As with a little bit of heavier weight, if your arm is really in front of you, especially let's say in this position right here, you're gonna feel a lot of strain on your deltoids. And with a shoe, you can literally just flick your wrist here and you can still keep your shoe right balanced on your hand. So you can't really, the weights don't let you lie, right? The weights keep you accountable. So even though I do like the naked get up to get the motor pattern or the pattern down, maybe at the steps, I will use or have people use the weight that is very comfortable for them to start off, to actually get a little bit more of a realistic expectation of what they can feel in every level of the Turkish Get Up, right? Let's start this tutorial, and it's going to be many parts, many segmented parts, and I'm going to break down the Turkish Get Up on how it's supposed to look, and then I will break down each drill that should be used, or can be used rather, to actually help learn the Turkish Get Up in a whole. All right, let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're gonna need to know is how to grip the kettlebell, how you should be gripping the kettlebell. When you're gripping the kettlebell, you want your hand straight through the handle in a somewhat diagonal form. This can be done as well. It just actually hurts more with the bell on the forearm. So a little bit more diagonal is better. You want your wrist straight. You want to grip that bell, all right? So you always want your wrist straight, not back. Okay, straight. Okay? So we'll start with the fetal position. All right, so we're gonna start with the bell. And there's a very simplistic way of actually getting the weight to your chest and up in the start position. If you notice, my arm is perpendicular to your body, and when you're done, you want the arm perpendicular to the floor. You want a 90-degree angle, okay? That allows you to use your arm as a lever and the floor as a fulcrum point. Okay, so get the bell into position, right? Diagonally cutting your palm, grip it, hand goes on top of the other hand or on top of the bell, whatever's comfortable for you. I like putting it on top of my hand. Notice how I'm in the fetal position. My shoulders are square.
And as you can see, it was effortless. Effortless, I didn't even feel anything. So the higher weight that you use, the more you're gonna wanna utilize this technique. Start off with lightweight, utilize that technique, same from the lightweight to the heavyweight, okay? And from here, I want you to squeeze your lats, shoulders back and down, right? Away from the ears. You can either press straight up or use this hand to assist on getting up, right? If you can notice, my shoulders shrug, so I want it down and back. I don't want it up, down and back. That's the first position, the very beginning. Then from there, you want this leg that is on the same side as the bell, nice and flat, planted. This leg, your opposite leg, is going to be 45 degrees out, okay? This arm, 45 degrees out. Forty-five, 45.
All right, so next we're gonna go to the elbow.
.45 degrees, hands out. What I like to do is I like to imagine I'm grabbing something and I'm pulling in. This leg is pushing this way, right? Pushing this way. And this leg is sticking straight out and it's gripping the ground with my heels. So my quads are tight. This is tight. And you want the hip flexors connected to the obliques, just tight. Right?
Okay, so notice where I ended up. Arms straight, feet planted, elbow dug into the ground, and that's the first position. That's the first drill, is going straight up. You want your chest tall. You don't want it sunk in, and you do not want any weight shearing on your shoulder. You want your shoulder back and down, chest tall, and your abs still engaged. Okay? In order to reverse it, you want to spread the floor with this foot. You're pushing this way, right? And with your elbow, you're pushing that way. Spread the floor and reverse it back.
Over exaggerated, but that's the same pressure you want, where you can literally stop midair because you're pushing, you're spreading the floor, all right? I'm gonna go back up one more time. Press, pull, and I want you to roll onto your side. You're not crunching. You see how people who crunch, this foot comes up, right? What you want to do is push with your heel, pull with your elbow, engage everything. Your quadriceps, your hip flexors, your obliques, internal, external, and your abs. Tall chest. Boom. Right? First drill. To the elbow. Reverse it. Remember, spread the earth. You can stop midway by spreading the earth. Right? But you're just reversing down to your scapula, your back. Right? Knee comes up. This arm, free arm, grabs the handle. Smoothly, controlled. Put it back on the ground. Back to fetal position. Shake off any pain that you have, and that's the first drill. To the elbow. All right? Part 2 coming up.